Not so bad this week. Wanted to get this out there quickly. Yeah, there was a little bit of pause between videos. That's because I had a head cold and it coincided with allergies. So nobody wanted to hear that snot faucet. It already takes me enough time to edit the audio to get rid of, breathing noises, that type of thing. But with all that coming out, that looked like something out of a Cronenberg film. That was crazy. Anyways, back again. You know what's going on. Not too much to talk about. Let's just jump into it so I'm not wasting your time. Hope you all have a really good Thanksgiving. Make sure you dip out and go walk with your cousin and grab some Scooby snacks, because that'll get you through being seated at the little kids' table. I come from a large family. I'll be at the kids' table forever. Actually, not going home for Thanksgiving. Yes. Anyways, love y'all. Take care. Have a good holiday. Talk to you later. Bye. Fourth time is the charm. First time, cell phone went off. Which, if you remember the GA protest and the sound weapon that they deployed for that, Jon Stewart made a joke that it sounded like a cell phone ringtone. So yeah, it's my cell phone ringtone. None of you want to hear that. Second time, batteries on my Zoom recorder went dead. Third time, I ate it halfway through and a ghetto bird was flying above us. And nobody wants to listen to the helicopters in the morning unless you're bumping ice cubes. So here we are. Hopefully this works out. But yeah, Tachikawa Nibs. I've gone over on multiple videos. You'll need to hear me yammering about that. I was kind of intrigued by the idea. It was a typical thing. Throw an album on, get lifted, sit in the shower, have an idea, and this time it was Sloth Snipers. Kind of going back to the Tolkien fan club of Arm the Ents, Isengard won't tear itself down. Also, Dr. Seuss, the trees won't be harmed if the Lorax is armed, that type of thing. So that, and I think Sloths would make great snipers. I mean, they have their own ghillie suits on them at all times. They're slow and deliberate. We just screwed up the pronunciation there. Could edit that out, but let's leave it in. And you can see once again using the Da Vinci lettering brush. I love that thing because it allows you to vary the line weight so easily. As you can tell, hand's not always steady, but that could be down to the fact I get up in the morning, slam some kratom, have a pot of coffee. You're bound to get the jitters. Hey, it helps add dimensionality to the fur. That's what I'm saying. And you can see, like I said last time, working on more dynamic poses for little guys. So it's kind of going into not just an old school cartoon, but more like animated design. But keep on working on it, see how it comes out. And Sloth Elliot, I'm sticking with the ghost eyes. I mean, initially it was gonna have, the black with a little thing of white in there, but I kinda like him having ghost eyes. And as I said previously, kinda just sketching in the rough shapes now and improvising with nib and ink as to how it's actually gonna come out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Who cares? The stakes are low. And as I talked about last time, when I'm doing Sloth Elliot, just get some rough shapes going and then kind of improvise, especially with the leaves and stuff. Just think about Kandinsky and his theory color, and also Paul Klee with his notes on painting music. And as I said before, stakes are low. It's a stupid talking animal comic, so you can play around, have fun with it. I mean, if you're not having fun, you might as well get a job. Jesus. Still trying here, kind of get the autumnal feeling going on because change of seasons is going on and autumn is my favorite time of year. So going away from those less vibrant greens, kind of darkening down. As you can see, I'm just playing around with it. Don't really have any idea what's gonna happen, but that makes it fun. And you can see with the wet on wet there, kind of allows it to blend in a little bit. I love watercolors for that. And this is a trick that I've used before. The blue doesn't really take it that well, but the orange that you'll see coming up here with Chico, it really takes it. What you're doing is just doing wet on wet and then pouring table salt. I like using kosher salt, gives you kind of big crystals to work with. They suck up the moisture, gives you a textured background. As I said, it works better on the orange than the blue, but you kind of have to screw around with it to find out which ones are good. And here's another trick. Pick this one up from Steve Cronin. While the paint's wet, hit it with a paper towel and those will suggest shapes for creating clouds. You can do it really hard, push down right to the white, or you can kind of soften it like I did here, just to give you the idea to go back in later with pen if you're doing this type of craft. I like to reserve pure paper white for highlight, so on them I'll go in if they have white spots. I use China white because then it allows the other paint something to work with. Sometimes I screw it up, don't wait long enough for it to dry and you'll see it bleed in, but sometimes those accidents work out. So you can see there, especially on the right side of the paper, what happens when you let the paint dry until you can scrape the salt crystals off there. I like it, it's a cool effect. And the idea of doing solid backgrounds, 2 different colors, lifted that straight from Crazy Cat. He was the master at changing his backgrounds like that. And it's funny to watch this because you don't see it when it's happening, but with it sped up to 16 times, you can see, the clouds passing in front of the sun. I've got all the lights on, still effects. What's going on here? And we're coming to the close, so I hope all of you have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching it this far. If you did, you have more patience than I do. Ooh, I love watching watercolors dry quickly when it's sped up. It's pretty awesome. And hopefully my stomach hasn't made it onto this recording. I don't know why you're growling, you've eaten. And there we go. Love you all. Take care. Have a blessed week.